I feel like you two have some of the best one-liners and interactions throughout Abbott. Tyler, specifically, your face, I know you probably heard it a million times, but your facial expressions are just like the best things on earth. Like, I wish I could do them. And I feel like there's always that hidden camera around in my everyday life that I feel like I just need to turn and like give one of those looks. But for you too, William, you just have those like punch one-liners that are just so funny. How are you all able to just do that with the straight face, no cracking up, just flow?
Who says it's with a straight face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the takes that y'all see.
Yeah.
Well, first, thank you. That's like one of the greatest compliments.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's trying to stay true to the moment, and stay in what's happening. I think for me, the cameras are characters themselves. So a lot of times I'm throwing looks to specific characters that you guys can't really have context for, but I do. So that's where a lot of it comes from. But I think, I'm a type of person who feels that way in my everyday life as well, where I'll see something happening and for some reason, no one else can see that. So a lot of times I think that's, that experience is what I'm pulling on.
I also think that it just comes from superb writing, and the writing is just so great, and it gives you the freedom. I'm still having a problem with the camera, looking directly into the camera, but it still, because it's just not in me to do that, but I'm learning. But it's that, did she really say that, or did he really do that moment that you really try to capture? And I think that's what makes it a lot funnier too.
I saw the premiere episode for season 2 ahead of time, and there's a specific part with Tyler and Ava, and it is, your face is just so funny.
It's great. You're seeing that. I'm not even sure what you're referring to. We haven't seen that edit yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
and I usually don't watch anyway, just because I don't know, it's weird for me. But that could be any number of things to any number of things Janelle said and or did. So that's, to me, it's 50-50. You know what I mean? I can't have nothing to react to. So I'm just happy that I get a chance to work with people who give me so much to react to.
And how did you get to see the first episode?
They give it to them so they can talk to us. They got to know what they're talking about.
Press perks,
Yeah, and that's crazy that it's somehow above our perks, but okay.
It's you, when you see it, you'll understand exactly what I mean.
Okay, cool. It's good y'all get to see. It's crazy. Everybody talks about this show and how it's like so memeable and stuff, but people don't really think about the fact that Quinta's got the deep cut edit memes.
Yeah.
She'll send me memes from like an edit that no one sees of this show. And it's like rare. Hopefully she like drops like some kind of like rare Abbott reactions package. But it could be that take or another alt that she likes better that she'll send me. So like I'll see stuff that is just not in episodes.
Tell her to release the Quinta cut immediately.
Release the Quinta cut, y'all. Let's hashtag release the Quinta cut.
Thank you guys for giving me some of your time. First of all, love the show as well. This is one of my favorite shows, and I'm so excited for season 2. Like she said, we've seen the first episode. I can't wait to see the rest. But for both of you, can you just talk about where your characters' arcs are kind of going to be going throughout this season, especially for you, Tyler? I know now you become a full teacher. Can you tell us what we can expect now with the pressures of trying to become that perfect teacher now that you've like shifted your career goals?
Yeah, that's what I'm most excited about this season, is the fact that, I think with Jacob and Janine, we see them as young, early teachers, but we have yet to see anybody in this world as a first year teacher. And with Gregory, we get a chance to see that, and especially with him being the, overachiever that he is. We'll get a real glimpse into what that's like for, freshman teachers as they, want to come in and change the world and feel like they can do everything better and differently, and then get knocked on their ass sometimes. So I think we'll see Gregory have to realize that he can't do everything perfectly, and that it's not as easy as he thought it was to reform and to change things. But hopefully we also get a chance to see his resilience and see him pick up the building blocks he'll need for a successful teaching career long term.
I think with Mr. Johnson, you're going to see a lot of the same from last year in terms of his frankness, his frank behavior about everything. He's pretty much filterless, but I think you're going to see a little more of his personal life, a little more of him away from the school. And I think, and I think he's going to be you're going to see more of him. I should say that, you're going to see.
For sure.
I was pretty excited. I love the good news that you got moved up to a series regular. I was like, oh yeah, our boy's getting that screen time. So that was dope to see. And also congratulations to you, Tyler, for the Emmy nom. Our family's rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It means the most.
Yeah. Moving up to regular, I bet you weren't as happy as me.
Hi guys.
So well deserved. Hey, how you doing?
Been really quick. Of course, echo everybody. I adore this show. I know you guys have been acting for a while, but what has changed the most for you guys as far as since Abbott first premiered? What has changed in your life?
What's weird is somebody actually asked me that yesterday. I'd seen a friend that I hadn't seen in a while, and it was the first time I actually had to kind of grapple with that of well, what has changed? And it's weird because I don't know yet. So Abbott premiered January 4th. Then we immediately went into press for it. Then we went into an awards campaign run. Then we went into season 2, and now so we haven't really been outside much to really gauge reaction. It feels like we are still kind of stuck in the incubation chamber that is Abbott season 1 because of how it all timed out. So I'm looking forward to getting some time to really take in what's changed. It feels like we've been in the hunt for so long that I haven't really had a chance to process it.
I kind of agree with Tyler. You really can't tell because we've been working. When we haven't been working, we've been promoting the show, and you see people in the streets and they tell you how much they love the show. But I think the biggest compliments we get are from teachers and we get a lot of stuff on social media, and that's how you can really tell that it's affecting people. You get I'm talking about globally, worldwide. Yeah. We get texts and Instagrams from all over, and people, thank you, God, are loving the show.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all deserve it. Y'all definitely deserve it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I had a question just about, Abbott Elementary and how you guys, are both kind of the Black male role models on the show. What are your thoughts on that, especially in the world of education?
Wow, that's a good question. When I was in elementary school, I think I had 2 Black male teachers. And I think it's been that way probably over the years. You didn't see many African-American men. You saw a lot of white men and you saw a lot of Black female teachers, but you didn't see as many. In fact, I went to 2 separate elementary schools, and both of them had 1 African-American male teacher. And I think that goes back to everything that we talked about the show. Teachers have to make a living. Mm-hmm. And I think that is one aspect of why you don't see more men in teaching, and the conditions. So I'd love to see, I hope the show inspires Black men to go into the education system, elementary and in high school.
William's story is actually kind of foreign to me because I had none. I had no Black male teachers in any of my educational experiences. To the point where I don't even think it clicked in my brain that was possible. Right. To have. And that's when Quinta pitched this to me originally, and she said that. I always look for roles where I can speak for a group of people who don't usually get recognized. And that was what drew me to it. and I think we've gotten as a society, particularly with Black men, into this kind of trend of pushing to the forefront these kind of either hyper masculine or hyper successful forms of Black masculinity. And I've always wanted to give validation to the hardworking, not glamorous, I do the job, I'm investing in the next generation, I'm stepping up group of Black men that exists that we just don't talk about as often. And that's what I love in this opportunity that I have with Abbott, is to try to validate that and also make it attractive. You know what I mean? I feel like we don't need any more praise. Social media is doing a really good job of telling us how much money we're making and how successful we are and all of that. I feel like the average, and I say average on purpose, the average Black male experience needs to be validated, particularly when it's, rearing the next generation of Black Americans. And I think teachers are the perfect Venn diagram of that. So that's the purpose behind the work for me right now.
Thank you guys so much.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone.